start this off by saying I was totally going to leave this alone, not respond to any of your videos. So you picked on the part, picked that one little piece about the vegetarian view thing, about his, I call it the PETA view. That's the PETA view. That's what I call it. Because I can't call it a vegetarian view or vegan view, because some people who are vegetarians and vegans, this is to drop weight or to extend their lives or anything else, not to hurt the animals, but they don't voice it and do it aggressively. It's such leader. Here's how this works. That's the only way he believes. If someone's personality is destroyed because of, I guess, I could say what we believe as saying as only for me and him. I can't say that, oh, all of us vegetarians feel that way. I'm not going to say that, because that's not true. But because of what we believe, you should really do some assessment about where your fucking values are. And how could you ever in your life say someone with no integrity just because they don't have because they won't kill anyone? I don't know. I guess that's just who you are, what defines a man, what makes sense. He has integrity if he'll kill someone. Oh, you know, man, you wouldn't kill someone if they were holding a knife to their mother's throat. You try to talk that person out of it. What's wrong with being a peaceful person? I bet you think Gandhi was a scared little rabbit too, huh? I bet you hate the sit-ins in the United States that African Americans do, where they sat in restaurants and lunch tables and refused to fucking move until they was given service. I bet you hate all forms of peaceful protest or peaceful persuasion. There has to be a loaded gun to everyone's head and for everything to be done. There's no such thing as a debate. There's no such thing as human communication. We can't just freely dialogue to get points across. No. We have to shoot people whenever something comes up. You listen to yourself, because I'm not saying you are that person, but you make yourself seem like you are. Like there's no such thing as being peaceful, or there's no room for peacefulness in this world. Like, you can't be a person who's not willing to kill anyone regardless of circumstance. No integrity. Makes no sense. And honesty is a little bit evil. How could you ever condemn someone for being so peaceful? They're not hurting anything. If they're truly hurting someone's feelings just because of how they feel, that's only because that person is actually thinking about what they're doing and it's making them feel bad because they're thinking about the fact that that there's suffering going on of another species. These things are screaming out for mercy, but they're being killed anyway. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure you would want someone to help you, and you wouldn't want someone. I don't know, we're dead. We don't care to do this now. We're dead. We don't have any feelings about anything. We're gone. We're no longer in existence. It's the way it goes. But wouldn't you think that the person, if they are not that sort of sadistic asshole, would feel guilty about killing you? Saying different from certain people and makes them feel bad. It's not anyone's fault. That's just human nature. That's called sympathy. If they feel sympathy, that's a good thing. They're on the road of doing the right thing. What you want to do isn't always the right thing. The saying that goes, the hardest thing to do is, most times, is always the right thing. It's hard to do the right thing. The right thing to do is to preserve these creatures' lives and let them live, eat grass, crap it back out, and fertilize the grass. And then take their crap sometimes and fertilize trees. and other productive things, and grow plants and eat those, and live happily and healthily, and without obesity and diabetes and such. Well, there are select few who do take care of themselves fairly well and still get it anyway because of genetics. For those people, I do truly feel sorry for you. But for still those of us who don't really have it, can develop it just because we want to eat something that's really kind of unhealthy for us anyway. Shame on you. But hey, you're not just showing your personality. That's you just showing you. Nothing can destroy you but you. Someone's words shouldn't have that much power over you. But what influences them to feel bad is the fact that they're thinking about the fact that this thing was alive. It did walk around, and possibly there's various studies that these things do feel just like me, and a lot of them have more sensitive nerve endings than you or me. That they actually feel pain even worse than you or me. So when they slice that thing's neck, you think about someone hurting you. Think about them hurting you and your entire family. That much pain is felt by one creature. That's fucking ridiculous. I don't know how you can not even shed a tear for the individual or animal or whatever that has to suffer that. Especially if it's completely innocent, it's never done anything to anyone. And possibly something, the grass and things and whatever, it's alive, but it's never really truly hurt anything. I wonder why? Plants don't have nerve endings. And all they do is kind of just turn up, get lumped together with the juices of it, travels through stomachs, or goes in them and goes right back out and goes back to being grass again. And then gets eaten all over again, just this cycling, whatever. There's most things that eat that. And then there's the grain thing, and they eat it, and they eat it, and they eat it, and then hens, they have their little periods or whatever, and you crack that open, you eat it. And there's nothing wrong with it because it's never actually going to be alive, because by the time it gets out of there, it's no good. It can't be fertilized by another male chicken. See? Things that don't hurt anything. Damn. And these people feel bad and kind of maybe shed a tear on some sign because they realize that they've been hurting something so long, and now it's no longer out of sight, out of mind. They're thinking about it and putting a perspective like, wow, I wouldn't want that to be me, and now they're feeling a little bit tormented inside. I see nothing wrong with that. If you're reflecting on your actions and kind of regretting doing something because it's hurt someone or something, why the fuck not? I think that makes you a better person and admit that you've done something a little wrong. To you, there's nothing wrong with it, but to other people, their morals overtake their logic. By logic, we say the life cycle, you can ignore what it's sympathy and say, this is alright, you eat it anyway. And some people just feel too bad. But you're already grown and have your morals and you're set in your ways. But people who change, you say changing children, maybe he has changed a lot of kids. By having that PETA video up on his page on his first speech change when it was only a few months old. Yeah, maybe them seeing that did fuck with them a little bit. But there's nothing wrong with it. It extends your life. Maybe it's only like a 5% chance of heart disease. And for today's society, you can be a vegetarian, you can sit around and be as lazy as you want. Eating meat and such, you need, body needs maintenance. You need to truly take care of yourself. Vegetarianism, veganism, do nothing. Just have your veggies, your beans, bread, blah blah. As soon as you're full, you're fine. It's gonna run right through you. Then you get hungry again, and you eat it again. There goes your day right there. You don't have to go for a jog if you don't want to. On the other hand, meat will get out of you, but most times when you cook it and you make it actually any good, make it taste good.